Hey guys, so I wanted to show you real quick. I ordered new bushings for my A-arms. I still got to press my ball joints out. I still need to get these things actually cleaned up fairly well. I went ahead and hit these with a wire brush and sprayed them with some rust treatment just because I wanted to get some rust treatment on them even before I cleaned them, because I don't want that metal rusting out. So I might have to spray it again or whatever. But anyways, I burned out my bushings. Let me tell you, it's not fun. Not fun at all. It stinks. Your hands get real dirty. Yeah, I hope this sleeve here is okay. I kind of beat it a little bit, trying to beat it out. But anyways, yeah, I burned them out. New bushings are on the way. Still have to press out my ball joints, but hopefully I'll be able to finish this portion of the project by the weekend. Alright guys, so today I went and picked up this little ball joint press. I've used one before in some of my other videos whenever I was replacing the suspension on the 93 hatch that I have. I picked it up though so I can remove these ball joints and so I can clean this up, and then I'm also going to see if possibly if I can use it to press in my new bushings. So anyways, I'm going to start by pressing that out, that ball joint, and yeah, just go from there. Alright guys, so far I got my ball joints out. I went ahead and I had an extra can of primer, so I went ahead and washed these real quick, scrubbed them down with the Scotch-Brite, threw them in some gray primer. I'm going to let those dry for a little while before I flip them over and do the underside. And then I also washed this thing real quick on my power steering rack and tossed a coat of black paint on it. It's probably not going to stick, but I figured it'd just kind of blend in a little bit better with everything else. I also found out whenever I went to replace the bushings, it's got offset bushings in it, and they look to be fairly new. So I'm not even gonna mess with replacing them. I'll just return my ones I had bought. I had just bought stock ones anyways. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this thing dry a minute, flip it over, paint the backside, and then once those dry, I'm gonna flip them over and prime the backside. Alright guys, quick little update. I finally got my rack and pinion in. Little fact, if you're gonna use a UPR K-member, a tubular K-member like this one is, those bolts that go through your rack are about 3 inches shorter. These are 5.5 inch long, 1/2 inch bolts that I had to, after 2 trips to the hardware store, I finally got worked out. So my rack is officially mounted, and then my A-arms are black. So now as soon as they dry, I'll get the ball joints pressed back in, I'll get the bushings pressed back in, and then hopefully we can get them hung on the car. The only thing is I was gonna get them put on and put these springs on, but these suckers got a little bit of rust on them, and so I want to clean these up a little bit, paint them, and then maybe we can get them in. Alright, so far all I did is I just took my little wire wheel here and I knocked off all the surface rust. They look pretty good actually. I'm gonna wipe them down with something to clean them real quick, and then I think I'm just gonna put some rust inhibitor on it, and then probably just prime these actually, because this is the part that sits down in the bucket of the A-arm, so you don't really see it much. And I definitely don't think I have any of this like hot rod red or whatever, and I don't want to paint the whole thing. Not because I don't want to, but man, trying to paint coil springs and make them look even halfway decent is a nightmare. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And then most likely I'll actually pick this project up in the morning and try to finish up those A-arms and get these suckers hung up. All right, guys, so today I don't know if you can see them over there. Where are they? Is that it? Anyways, my A-arm right there somewhere. Yeah. I pressed the bushings in using a ball joint press, just like the little C-clamp looking deal. It's pretty easy. The only thing I would say is do not put the metal sleeve in before trying to push it in, because it just keeps that like rubber or whatever pushed out. So it was just a nightmare to push in. It's like every time I compress it in, it would just slide back out once I took the clamp off. So I took the metal bushings back out, and then the bushing slid right in with the clamp. It was real nice and easy. But the problem I'm having now is getting the stock A-arms with the new bushings into the K-member, the new K-member, and it has been a nightmare. Like, I tapered the back side of the bushings just a little bit, but they're off like by like a quarter of an inch. So I got online and looked, and from what I could see, it is a common problem. And from what I read, most K-members, especially the tubular K-members, are designed for aftermarket, like tubular control arms. So what I read, excuse me, I just ate lunch. But what I read is most people are, whoa, I'm shaking, are cutting about a quarter of an inch just out of the bushing, whether it be out of the sleeve or the rubber or both. Here in just a second I'll show you what I'm talking about exactly. Right, so if I can do this, if I get the front side, see how I tapered those bushings? Man, tapered on a lot. If I get that front side lined up, this is what the back side looks like. It's kind of hard to tell. Hold on 1 second. See how that's pushed up in there, but that side's way off. So what I'm gonna do, since that's the thickest part of one of the bushings, I'm gonna go ahead and try and cut a quarter inch out of that whole bushing, and maybe taper this one off a little bit more too. Alright guys, so after messing with my A-arms for way too long, I ground this one down, tapered it off. You can see it there, and there you can really see it. But then I went to install my A-arm and I found this. Yeah, my ball joint hole is blown out. So I don't know what to do. I could go pull the A-arm off of that 85 over there, but I really don't want to do that. So I think this is what I'm gonna do. Tomorrow or maybe Monday, I'm going to call probably UPR, maybe QA1, because I want a set of tubular A-arms that I can run the 95 spindle on. So I need a 93 A-arm with a 95 ball joint. So anyways, I'm gonna call them, see if I can find one, and yeah. Another quick little update. I know I haven't done much of a walk around my yard, but I bought a 2014, there it is, 2014 Escape, and bought it, Dad bought it, told my sales rep that, or the salesperson, whatever you want to call him, that there was a front end noise. And before I bought it, I told him I would like that fixed and I would like a trim piece replaced. Well, right as I'm in the middle of getting my A-arms fixed or repaired or figuring them out, they bring it back and they fixed my trim piece, but they did not fix the noise in the front end. They said that they could not repeat the problem. But it's frustrating because all you had to do is literally drive about 5 feet and you hear it. It's a noise. It sounds like wheel bearings. So anyways, needless to say, that's the end of this video. I'm gonna get in contact with somebody and try to find some A-arms I can use, hopefully for relatively cheap, because I really don't want to spend a whole lot of money on suspension. I'm not doing like the Stance Life thing or anything. I just want a good riding, good quality car that I can find parts for easily. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you like this, like what I'm doing, like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thanks.